Kinghuman here. Hey guys, bear with me. I'm going to cover a lot of material in this video. 3 different things. Count them. 1, 2, 4. First of all, I want to tell you guys I uploaded a new little micro ebook onto my website, kinghuman.com, and it's going to give you a resource where you can buy Halloween goods for less than half of wholesale. It's a resource that I totally forgot about when I was writing my ebook on what I used to do. One of the businesses I was in, which was selling Halloween goods online, made me a lot of money in the day. It still works. I haven't done it. I'm pretty much semi-retired, but I know that works. Go, if you haven't read that book, go to kinghuman.com, download it for free, and then download this little latest micro ebook on the liquidation resource that I have. You can expect to pay about half of wholesale on a lot of this stuff. For instance, if a mask, a Halloween mask, is selling for $50 retail, you can expect to pay $25 for it wholesale. At this place, you're going to buy it for about 12 bucks. So that gives you a huge margin for error. I mean, that'll more than cover your eBay fees, shipping, all that crap. But you got to be careful. You can't buy crap. They got a lot of crap there. You got to kind of know what's good. And I've given you some marketing ideas in the ebook. Kinghuman.com, download page, go for it. I'm done talking about it. Okay. Emails. I want to start answering emails on camera. And I'll go with this one because this guy pretty much licks my ass crack pretty good. And I like that when people pump sunshine up my skirt because, you know, I got a big ego. So here we go. This email is from Nwaz88. I don't know what that name is. NWAHS88 on YouTube. Kinghuman, longtime fan. Hey, how are you? I hope your new year is going well. Thanks. You too. I'm a young adult who has followed your YouTube videos a long time and your advice has helped me. How young are you, man? Give me an age. Let's see. It has helped me become a very giving and appreciative person. Maximum respect on that, especially for a young person. I love to see that attitude adopted early, and then they carry it throughout their life. Bonus. Maximum respect. Okay, I took your advice a long time ago about ebooks, and I've not had to work a job for 3 years now. Cool. So you're making enough money with your ebooks that you don't have to do a 9-to-5-er. Nice. I would like to thank you for that because I'm able to support my family, but I do want to try something else now. I have an extra $5,000 on the side. I want to invest in something new now. I browsed through your videos and I would really like to try the stock market. Would $5,000 be enough? More than enough. You can start with $100. So, and with you being a young guy, this is going to be good. I'm going to research a little on where to start because I know absolutely nothing about it. Luckily, this $5,000 is extra, so I won't feel bad if I lose it. But I do want to try. You won't lose it. I mean, unless you put it all on one bad stock and they go bankrupt, you're not going to lose it all. So there you go. And you can pull out any time. Anyway, where was I? Also, do you update your stock list on your website? I haven't really had to because I haven't changed anything. It's current, and I will update it as time goes on. The stocks you see on my website are my actual holdings now. The only thing I'm not telling you is how many shares of it I own. And it's a pretty substantial amount, but that doesn't matter. You can own 1 share of it. The stocks on my website, there is one that I'm getting ready to dump. It's the dog of the bunch. The rest of them are all up double digits in equity share. Not counting the dividend payments I get. So I'm doing really well with that portfolio I put on there, with the exception of that one dog, which is Ainsworth Capital Management. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy that stock. It just means when I bought it, I paid too much for it at the time. I'm going to dump it at the end of this month, January, and I'm going to take that money to Vegas and put it all on the baccarat table. I'll probably get a better return. But having said that, the stocks that I have posted, I don't know if there's 6 of them, 7 of them. Out of those, they're all paying great money, both in equity share appreciation and in dividends, with the exception of that one, Ainsworth Capital Management. So when I dump that, I will update my website. Okay. Anyway, any and all help is greatly appreciated. To me, the word stock is a foreign language. Okay, anyway, whatever. Dude, here's what I suggest you do. You got $5 grand. First, you got to be over 18 to open up a stock trading account, because you're going to be entering into a contract. Go with a regular brokerage like Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, something like that, one of the big names. Costs you nothing to open the account. You just make a deposit. It's just like a bank. They even give you a checkbook, and you can write a check against the balance in your account, you know, from the liquid cash that you have on deposit. And you're in business. Then you can go online and buy and sell whatever you want. Here's what I suggest you do as far as stock picking technique goes. Concentrate on good, steady, eddy, solid stocks. Personally, I subscribe to a bunch of stock newsletters. One of them is the Utility Forecaster, and they concentrate on good, steady, eddy utility stocks. Not these internet stocks. It's not exciting. The utility stocks aren't going to, you know, give you a lot of dramatic fluctuations from day to day. They're going to be pretty steady, and they're going to pay a pretty steady dividend. And I suggest you buy something like that and sit on it for the long term. If you want an exciting gambling stock, go for some of those crazy penny stocks and some of the internet stocks and some of the crazy crap. It's the guys that are swinging for the fences that usually strike out. So I don't suggest you do that. Also, subscribe to some of the newsletters that dedicate themselves to dividend-paying stocks. I also want you to go on Google before you subscribe to any of these newsletters and read about which newsletters are rated the most dependable. And then subscribe to a couple of those newsletters. Now that you've got the newsletter and you read their recommendation, that's the first step. Now you see what they're talking about in one particular stock and it interests you because it meets your criteria. Now that's just the first step. Now you do your own research on that stock. Go to bigcharts.com and analyze that stock and see if it fits into your trading style, or your stock buying style, I should say. I don't want you to be a trader. I want you to be a buy and holder for the long term. You're young. Buy a good, solid, steady stock and hang on to it for the long term. You won't get hurt. What I do is I go on and bigcharts.com and I will look at the fundamentals. I'll look at the charting on the stocks. And what I do is I draw trend lines. Usually a bottom trend line and a top trend line. Because the chart pretty much goes like this. Nothing really goes exactly flat. You're going to see fluctuations in these charts. I look at least a 5-year history, and I will draw a channel in that, on that stock, right above or right below the highest price and right above the lowest price, and that'll give me a trading range that I'm comfortable with. If I see that stock is good, steady, trading within a narrow channel, and it's not doing anything crazy, I'll wait for it to dip to the bottom of the trend line and I'll buy. It's that simple. That's what I do. What you do may be something different. You know, do a lot of research, come up with your own theories. I'm a bottom feeder. I buy stocks on dips and depressions. I look at the news of that stock and I look at the charts of that stock. Remember, the stock market is driven by two things: fear and greed. So if bad news about a stock comes out, and you know the stock is a good, steady stock with a lot of money, a lot of assets, they're not, you know, some pie-in-the-sky internet stock. It's a good, steady stock, but it's gotten some bad news and it's driven the stock down. That's when I buy. Because people are frightened. They're driven by fear. They sell the stock on bad news. The stock price goes down. And within a month, they've forgotten all about the bad news. New people come and look at the stock and they say, that's a bargain. And they start buying it and the price starts going up. You've just made bank. I also like to buy stocks that pay a good, steady dividend on top of any equity appreciation. And that's it. Basically, that's it. I'm a buy and holder for the long term, and it's working for me. That's all I can say. I'm not making any guarantees for you. Do your own due diligence, and I think you'll be okay. Alright, people. Next video, I want to talk about bullying. I got a really interesting email from a YouTube kid that is getting bullied, and I think this is a huge, huge topic that needs to be addressed. I want to address this on camera and give my philosophy about it because it may help somebody. I've already answered this kid in the email, and he's liked my advice, so I hope it helps him. I'm waiting for some updates from him. But I think you're going to want to hear what I have to say about cyberbullying, because not just cyberbullying, but bullying in person, at school, YouTube. There's a lot of people with a lot of hate out there, and I've got my opinions on it, so there you go. That's going to be my next video. Love it or shove it. Hey, be good to each other, be good to yourself, and donate some dough to charity, you cheapskate you. It wouldn't hurt you. Booyah.